Well, g'day, Alex. It's a pleasure to have you on the show, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Pete, for having me.
Hey, listen, man. You do a lot of stuff, and you've done a lot of stuff over your career. We've spoken sort of a few weeks ago about some of the things you do, but today particularly we're going to talk about like the video marketing stuff that you do. So, could you tell us what you're doing in that department?
Yeah, sure. So, video marketing is, for those who don't know it, it's uploading videos, tagging videos, titling videos, and the idea is to bring more traffic, more customers, more leads, more sales, profits, whatever, to your website. So, I've got a couple of different businesses. I've got a dating business, an import export business. I've got a public speaking business. I've got a few other smaller businesses as well. But pretty much in most businesses, I always use video marketing. So I make videos giving away free content, free tips, and then there's always a call to action at the end of the video, ultimately saying, "Come to my website if you want a free yada yada yada." So I suppose So what your subscribers will get out of today's interview is a lot of great video marketing tips on how to get videos watched. Basically how to get people to watch your videos, but also how to get videos created, even if you don't want to be in the videos yourself. So a lot of people think they have a face for radio. They're not really confident. They think, oh, people are going to judge me. They're going to look at my hair, my face, how I speak, or they're going to look at the background or whatever. The fact is, people don't really give a stuff.
Yep.
They're more concerned with what you have to say and the content, what you're going to give them, the information. That's why they're watching the video in the first place. So if you're one of those people, don't worry, because I'm going to cater for that as well and give you tips on how to get videos created fast, easy. I'm going to actually show you, even if you don't know how to use Windows Movie Player, right? Like me, a couple of years ago, I had no idea how to edit videos. If you're one of those people that are technologically challenged, then I'm going to cater for that as well. I'm going to show you how to get other people to do all the work for you, and how you can actually use video to harness the power of YouTube and Vidler and all these other video sites to get a lot of traffic to your site. So just quickly, I'll run off a bit of credibility. Like I said, I've used video in every single one of my businesses. Dating has probably been the most successful. Up to this point, we've had over 10 million views on our YouTube channels, so which is quite a feat because it's a very competitive niche. And it all started with me just giving out dating tips, just talking to a camera like I'm doing to you right now, Pete, just giving you tips. And I managed to just make a couple of videos, and it just took off. And I started making more and more videos, and it just pretty much went viral and exploded. And I can share a couple of tips on how to make your video go more viral as well, and how to get people to watch it on other sites other than YouTube. But I built the whole business on pretty much from YouTube. YouTube is like my partner right now. It's like one of my business partners, but I don't have to give any profit to YouTube. They're like one of the best business partners ever, so they don't hassle me and all that. So, so that's really what I want to give away to your subscribers today, video marketing. And it doesn't really matter if you have an actual physical product that you sell. You could have a bicycle shop or something, a brick and mortar store. You could even have an information product, a DVD, an ebook, a CD or DVD series that you sell, or you could even be running your own events. Everyone will be able to pull a lot of great content and value from this interview.
Excellent, man. I can't wait, man. I want to learn all this stuff myself. So could you tell us? I've got a bit of noise in the background too. My family's just quickly dropping in to grab some stuff. I'm doing an interview, dudes. So cool. So we can. I might edit it out. I might not. Anyway. Yeah, what are you working on at the moment? What's the main project that you're working on, say, with your videos, and
Okay.
sort of maybe in the workings of what you do when you're doing your stuff? Yeah, you could sort of maybe uncover some of those tips for us.
Sure. So what I'm focusing on now is I'm taking my existing videos, because I'm kind of overdoing work right now. I'm going to do the least possible work and get the most possible gain out of it. So I'm taking videos that I've already done, content that I've already created, that's already uploaded on YouTube. And by the way, for those people who don't have a YouTube channel, you can create one in like 2 minutes. You can create one if you have an email address. So just whip one up now if you don't have one. And I'm taking all the videos I've created and I'm getting them translated into different languages. Because if you have something that people like, then people in different other languages will most likely, like it too. I don't speak any other language. I'm trying to learn German. I've been trying to learn French for 10 years, but I can say parlez-vous français, and that's after 10 years of study and reading books. So I found people on sites like odesk.com or elance.com, just outsourcing people. I found translators, very cheap translators. You can get them for about $6 an hour, and I found them. And the task I put forward was simply to take my existing videos and translate it into another language. So they basically watch my videos, and the video is like 2 minutes long, me giving tips out. They translate it into a different language, and they transcribe it, translate it, and then they create a new YouTube channel for me in a different language, a totally different language. We did that recently for the Spanish niche. I took my dating videos, and we translated that into the Spanish niche, and already we've had the YouTube site up for a couple of months now. We've had about 1.8 million views already, and that was just a test to see whether or not it was profitable, and it's turned out to be quite a hit. It went viral, so we've now got a range of products. We've got ebooks, a video membership site now, and an audio CD series in the Spanish language. And we're actually one of the top dating sites in the Spanish niche. And I didn't even know this. I don't even know how to say, hello in Spanish. I think it's hola. That's it. That's all I know. So, yet you can master. So even if you have videos right now for your business, content videos, giving free tips away, you can get that translated into a different language. It doesn't have to be Spanish. The Spanish is a good niche, and you can upload. You can get someone else to create channels for you, and translate your ebook, for instance, into another language and capture a totally different market, and break that language barrier.
That's totally awesome. So, what kind of questions would you be asking them when you're when you're sending that message out to Odesk? You're sort of trying to find someone to do that work. What kind of questions and things are you looking for? Like, what do you actually type? Because it's funny, like, 'cause it sounds like the most basic thing, but some people are like, well, how do you even do that?
Sure. So if you haven't posted before on sites like Odesk or Elance, I'll probably advise go to Odesk, because I've used that for last year with a lot of success. First of all, you post a job saying I need a translator to translate into XYZ language. For instance, I think it was this morning, I posted for the Japanese language. I want to test out the Japanese market. So what I posted was, I'm looking for a translator who can translate my YouTube videos, each video between 2 and 4 minutes long, into the Japanese language. You need to know how to transcribe videos. You need to know how to add subtitles to videos, and basic video editing. It really is, it's pretty basic using Windows Movie Maker, and just like adding a little title at the bottom of the video. It's pretty simple to do, really easy. You can do it yourself if you know how to do Windows Movie Maker, but that's all I ask, and already I've got probably about 6 responses from people willing to do it for me in the Japanese language. Average price per hour is about between $6 and $8 US per hour, and after I usually select 2 or 3 people, and I just test them out. I send them one video. I said, translate this, subtitle this, just to test it out. And I wait for a response, and whoever does it the fastest and the most professional, if it looks good, then they're the people who I hire.
Okay, so and then you send them more videos and more videos, and they just keep getting
more videos.
And how much would it cost? Say, have you sort of mapped out how much it actually costs? Say a 2-minute video, $6 an hour. How long does it take per video, and how many videos are you likely to get in an hour?
Good point. I think the total Spanish, like I sent the Spanish guy 8 videos. It cost me around about $150 in total to create a whole product in a different language. Now, going back to creating content. So if you have a YouTube channel in, for example, the Spanish language, and you don't speak Spanish, how are you supposed to create content for that channel? It's simple. It's like, for example, me. I don't speak Spanish, but I wanted to create videos in a Spanish language, I went to Fiverr.com, which is a site out there where people are willing to do really strange tasks. It's amazing. It blows me away. Every time I go there, there's some really bizarre task. They've got a whole section there on bizarre and wacky things that people would do.
For $5.
Some people will even call from a completely different country, your mother to wish her a happy birthday on her birthday and say, Alex, what wishes you a happy birthday? It's like, it's bizarre. Anyway, I hired girls in Spanish, girls on Fiverr. I paid them $5 per video, okay, because obviously I can't do the videos, I can't create the content, and they created the content for me, and they actually edited the content for me. They put my website, my Spanish website, in the video, and they uploaded it for me. So they did all the work, and it cost me $5. And those videos are actually getting more views than my videos because it's a girl. If you're giving out advice for dating, and then obviously you want to listen to a girl, not a guy, right? So, but that's just one example of translating. If you have an existing YouTube channel with videos on it, get it transcribed, just test it out in a new language. Just get one video translated and just see if that's successful. See if people actually watch the video, and if people do start watching the video, then great, get some more done and whip up hire a translator part-time. It might only cost you $10 a week, $20 a week, and get them to answer emails for you. And like us, we've got a whole new Spanish site. We're getting more opt-ins to our Spanish site than we are to our English business. So yeah, that's
just amazing. Like, you're just opening up. Most people, everything I do personally is in English. I never even thought to get it transcribed. I could get everything I'm doing transcribed. I mean, it'll cost a bit because these are long interviews, but get that transcribed and open up the Spanish market, open up the German market, open up the Indian market. I mean, you could really take this so far. I mean, that's tough.
That's right. Well, for example, what gave me the idea was in the USA, it's like the Anglo-Saxon, the white population is a minority. It's huge. It's like mainly Hispanic, Mexicans, South Americans, and African Americans. It's quite small. But the big speaking English is not in America is actually not the first language. Like, it's usually there's a lot of multiculturalism in Australia, USA, most other countries these days. So you should really be capturing, if you want to capture more of a market and make more sales and get more people to your website, you should be taking advantage. I think you're leaving money on the table by not transcribing and translating your videos.
Okay. Now let's sort of talk a bit about the content that you're actually putting on there, like with the dating one. That's sort of not everyone's going to be doing dating sites or whatever. But and you were saying you might have any kind of business. So what kind of content would you be creating, or what kind of content could people create to bring in people to then send them to the website?
Great question there, Pete. So when people think video marketing, they think, the overheads, the green screens, the professional cameras, the professional mics, everything is going to be perfect synced, video editing costs, and people just, their eyes glaze over it. They just they give up before they even give it a chance, pretty much. So here's how I started out, and every business is the same right now. I don't own a green screen. My video camera cost about $500, and it's like one-off. I bought it 4 years ago, and right now it's nothing. Like the iPhone 4, which I don't have, that will dwarf most video cameras these days. It's the iPhone 4 has exceptional video quality. Anyway, so going back to your question, you can start by doing videos in your home, in your backyard. That's how I started. I started doing videos in my kitchen. Not professional at all. I hardly thought people would watch them, but in fact, it got more interest than people doing professional videos in professional studios, white backgrounds. People love the whole. It's more homely. It builds more rapport, more trust, more credibility. If you're in home, if you've got a family, a family environment in the background, and rather than try and make it really, stiff collar, white background, green screens, and all that. So, like an example, I shot a ton of free videos for one of my public speaking businesses recently, and I hired a studio out. And you can hire a studio out for like $40 an hour. I just got to search online, and I hired it out, and I put some videos online, and they were getting views, but not as many as I thought they would be. And I thought, this is quite strange. So then I decided to change to tack. So because I was giving tips about public speaking, I went to a seminar room where there's like tables and chairs and a stage, and I made a video there, and I said, hey everybody, if you want to learn public speaking, this is the perfect place to learn it on stage. And I started giving tips about how to present well, how to overcome the fear of anxiety, and how to overcome stage fright. And the background was all the chairs, the stage, and it was more relevant rather than a clean, sterile white background. And I found that when I uploaded that video, within a couple of hours, it already made more views than the previous videos I did, because they're relevant. Because in YouTube, people just see the thumbnail, and if it's what they're thinking, like, yep, I want to be on stage one day, I want to learn public speaking. That guy there, I don't know who he is, but he's got a stage in the background. It's relevant to what I'm looking for right now. So if you do if you have a gardening blog or gardening website selling gardening tools, you should do videos in your garden, not a film studio. If you're a musician and you teach people how to play an instrument, or maybe you sell musical instruments, you should be shooting videos with like a musical instrument in the background, or you should be doing it in your garage where your little band is, or something. Like it should be relevant to what you're doing. Like, for example, my import-export business, I went down to the docks to film one of my employees giving out importing tips. And you have the big container ships in the background, and those videos got way more views than the videos we shot in a professional film studio. So you should not need a professional film studio. There's no need to go there and incur that extra overhead or expense. You can just do it outdoors. So going back to your question, Pete, I shot my dating videos starting off with in my kitchen. So normal videos, and some of those videos have got over like a couple of 100,000 views. People just listening to me talk for 2 minutes in my kitchen, and those videos, they went viral. And I did a few other videos like how to meet women, or how to start a conversation in a bar or club. And I was in a bar, and I said, hey, here's a very simple way how to do it. You walk up. This is how you walk up, and this is how you start a conversation in a pleasant way without being sleazy. And I gave the tip in the bar, and it was more relevant. Got heaps of views. So. Does that sort of
No, that's
answer?
cool, man. No, that's totally awesome. And it's kind of like, it's just putting the people in the place. If you're a mechanic, don't clean your face off. You could even just be greasy. Just
that's
finish
right.
Working on a car, you're in a mechanic shop.
Yep.
Hey, look, just finish this job and da-da-da. Here's what happened. Here's what you do next if you want to avoid this. Da-da-da-da. Click on this link, Bob's Mechanic Shop.
I was giving a presentation recently, and this individual sells, or one of the seminar attendees sells fishing rods. He has his own brand of fishing rod that he's importing from China. And I said, oh, great, you should be doing videos. He goes, yep, I can see the potential of me using videos. And he goes, listen, there's a place in New Zealand where you go, and a certain time of year, fish actually jump into your boat. There's so many fish there, they just jump into your boat. And I said, that's when you should be doing videos. You should throw your fishing rod and say, this is Jim's fishing rod. You can get them at jimsfishingrod.co.nz, and practically fish jump inside your boat when you have my rod, and you should be doing it on a boat when it's rocky sea, and it's funny as well, and it goes viral. That's the kind of stuff that people love to watch.
Yeah, with fish actually jumping into your boat.
Yeah, well, that's right. Fish are would be jumping into the boat at that time of at this certain lake at that time of year. Yeah. So it was quite humorous. But in terms of getting people to watch your video, because that's a lot of people search for that. That's one big issue, where businesses make a couple of videos, they make 3 videos, and nobody is watching their videos, and they're thinking, why make any more when I'm not getting any views? Well, there's a couple of ways to increase your views. Okay, so I'll mention just 2 quick ways, because I know you're quite busy, Pete. Mm-hmm. The first way is YouTube promoted videos. That's one that I heavily use. It's so much cheaper. It's like Google AdWords. When you type in something to the Google search bar, there's ads pop up at the top. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much the same concept for YouTube, but it is, for many of my niches, it's like 50 times cheaper. You can pay about between 1 and 3 cents a click.
Really? So that's that when you type in a search, and it's that one at the top, or maybe that one at the bottom, surrounded in yellow, similar to Google, that paid ad. Yeah, wow. So I didn't realize it was that cheap.
It's very cheap, and it's really it's not really tapped yet. It's still a massive opportunity if you have a business most businesses, including some of the big niches like weight loss, dog training, muscle building, fitness and supplement stuff, they're very cheap to advertise on YouTube right now. So, for example, the puppy training niche, which is huge, dog training, like how to train your puppy to go outside and do its business, or how to train your dog to roll over. That niche is huge. People are searching that like crazy. There's ebooks everywhere, and it's very, very profitable. If you type in puppy training or dog training in YouTube, no one is using promoted videos, and you can be paying 2 cents a click. So it's you can have a video there of you training, giving tips out on how to train your dog to to roll over or to not bark, which is another big niche as well. So yeah, it's very untapped. I'm paying between 1 and 2 cents a click on YouTube promoted videos, and we're getting an extra probably about 10,000 views a week on YouTube, and it's cost me pretty much close to nothing to get those targeted traffic. They're typing in competitors' books, they're typing in competitors of mine, and I'm coming up number 1. I'm doing that for a couple of other different businesses that I have, but it's pretty untapped. So you should take advantage of YouTube promoted videos. So if you know how to use Google AdWords, there's a little thing in there where you can click launch the video creator. And there's a little segment there called YouTube promoted videos. But you should give that a try. The second way is wikihow.com. So it's kind of like Wikipedia, where it's user generated. People can actually change. They can upload their own videos and change text by themselves, pretty much. So wikihow.com. If you want to get views really fast and for free, okay, without costing a cent. I think everyone loves that, the free,
Yeah.
WikiHow is awesome. There are pages. So for example, puppy training. I'll use that example as well. Okay, puppy training. You type in puppy training on WikiHow. There are pages there that are viewed over 500,000 times, and there are no one's uploading a video there. And to upload a video, all you have to do is create an account. It's free to do. It takes probably about 2 minutes to do, and you just choose your video from YouTube and upload it to WikiHow, and within probably 5 minutes, your video will be up there, and it will start getting traffic to your video, like that, to a page that's being viewed more than 500,000 times and being viewed constantly, thousands of times per day. You can immediately get free traffic to your videos that way.
Okay, I'll be doing that one, guys. I'll be putting the link down for that one. That's my favorite one. Free's always good, but the other one's virtually free there.
Yeah. Exactly, and it's really easy to do. So it's wikihow.com. It's a free site, and it's a great site to get traffic.
Is there a time limit on the videos, or it's just like if it's on YouTube, it just sort of embeds it?
Exactly. Any video that's on YouTube, any one of your videos that you want to start getting traffic to, just go to WikiHow, Google search it. Okay. There's probably 10 pages that come up that...
You've just given me my Friday night task. I'm going to get all my videos and go to WikiHow and put them on.
It's awesome. An awesome tool, Pete, and you can do that for any... It doesn't matter how many businesses you have. There's you can do it for each one of your different businesses, different niches. So you'll get traffic fast to your YouTube videos.
Okay. So how did you learn all this stuff, man? Where did you go? How did you start out doing the video thing?
Good question. Probably the hard knocks of the school of life, man. It's I learned the hard way. I didn't actually take a course or anything like that at all. So I just learned by making videos and just uploading them and testing the results. For example, when I started hiring people on Fiverr to do videos for me, I started hiring English-speaking people to do videos for me because I didn't want to do videos anymore. And I wanted them to do all the work. So I paid them $5. They created a 3-minute video for me, uploaded it to YouTube. And by the way, 3 minutes is that's the perfect time limit. People don't have time these days to watch a 20-minute video, or a 10-minute video of you talking. It's 2 to 3 minutes. It's like the optimal YouTube video.
Yeah.
So I got English-speaking people to make videos for me, and I learnt the hard way. Of who gets the most views. I started testing brunettes, blondes, guys, girls, and I found out who convert more. Whose video gets watched the most. Also, I realized that video is also a great conversion tool. So if you have an existing website right now, a lot of your subscribers, they probably do have websites, or they're thinking of getting a website. Having video on your website, I went to a seminar yesterday and they actually gave a statistic. I thought it was less than this, but it's actually more. It increases your chance of selling them at 67%. So having a video there, and like sites like Amazon.com, which turn over billions every year, right? They know that they're taking the internet, that they know harnessing the power of video on their site creates more sales. So when you go to a lot of Amazon product pages, there will be video demonstrations of the products. So if you have a product that you're selling online, you should be doing video demonstrations of it. You should be, it's like if you sell your fishing rod, you should be showing them how to assemble it together and how to catch the perfect fish using Jim's fishing rod. Or if you sell a vacuum cleaner, you know why you see them in the shopping centers all the time, and you're like, oh my god, another vacuum cleaner 2000. But it works. Product demonstrations do work. So if you have a product, you should show them how to assemble it. You should show them, how it works, and because it increases people's trust and credibility. It also it gets them wanting to buy the product. For example, I wanted to buy a coffee machine the other day, so I went to Amazon.com. On this coffee machine page, they actually had a coffee demonstration on how to use their machine, okay, and also how to get the perfect bean, how to get the perfect roast. They showed you, how to preserve the coffee beans, how to put them in the fridge to get the optimal freshness. Here's how you blend the beans and blend them up, and this is how you insert it in the coffee machine without leaving a mess all over your kitchen table. Here's how you get the perfect cup of coffee. Here's how you do the milk. And they showed you and demonstrated how to use the product before you even bought it. At the end of the video, you were kind of like, wow, this is really cool. Now I know how to use it. I need to buy that coffee machine because, now I know how to use it. So eBay is similar as well. You can actually start using video to demonstrate your product.
Yeah, I actually did that the other day. I sold a guitar amp and had an old video of me using the amp. It was like, bang, they heard it and went, oh, cool, yeah, sold it.
It works. One of my friends used to sell pocket bikes on eBay, and I said, you should be showing demonstrations of people like doing cool stunts on your, going up a hill or something, doing cool stunts on your pocket bikes. He goes, that's an amazing idea. And it wasn't even his video. He just took a video off YouTube, which you're allowed to do, and you chucked it on there and said, hey, this is someone else using pocket bikes. This is what a pocket bike looks like. And for those who don't know, it's like a little tiny mini bike, mini motorcycle, and they're like $200-300, very cheap. And that's what he did, and he got really good response rates from that, just having a video demonstration. And
it was someone else's video.
Someone else's video, exactly. So it does convert. So back to what I got a little sidetracked there, but if you have a website, you should start using video on your website. So if you sell a product, do product demonstrations. If you have happy testimonials from people, you should film them. And if they buy something in your store and they're really happy with their purchase, get out your phone or maybe a flip video camera and film their response. Giving them great feedback about your store. Definitely. I was going to say also have a welcome video as well. So if you're in the informational product niche where you're selling information like DVDs, ebooks, you should have a welcome video, like an opt-in video pretty much, because opt-ins, having video in an opt-in, like a video that welcomes people once you've reached the website, like, hi everybody, it's Alex here. If you'd like to learn yada, 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 enter your name and email address below and you get instant access, do it now while you still remember. And like having a video like that does increase your opt-in rate massively. They've done tests across the internet marketing world, and it does increase opt-in, like an auto-playing video. Having a thank you video after as well, which is good.
Actually, you just brought up a good topic. I saw a post, I was just checking around in one of the places I hang out in, Facebook, and someone was asking between autoplay and non-autoplay videos, what's the best way to go? I just made a comment, test it. So but what's your view on that? Which one have you found in your situation that's working the most? I can go back and answer it.
From tests, it's a good question actually. From the tests of my friends and colleagues who've got an internet marketing business, and also my test that I've ran, I found that auto-playing video increases opt-ins. It also, if you on a sales page, if you're selling your ebook, the sales page, having a video at the top also increased my sales conversion as well.
Okay, so you
So,
found just through your own testing, like it's going to be different
yeah,
in different
generally
markets.
it did. Having autoplay generally did increase it.
Okay.
So it depends on some niches. Like if you're selling adult products, and like for example, the dating niche. If you're at work and you start playing, you go to a page and suddenly autoplay full blare volume. You're like, you turn it off. You might want to test. You might want to test that out, like I did. But most niches most other businesses, like the public speaking, the import, export, and a couple of other web design businesses I found that having autoplay increased conversion massively. Conversion of opt-ins and also conversion for sales. And also something that most people overlook is having a thank you video after people buy your product. Like you should, once people buy my product, they get redirected to a website that says, alexsaysthanks.com, and it's a thank you. The website's just a thank you video saying, hey everyone, a heartfelt thank you from me for buying my product. I love doing what I do. I love teaching what I teach. I do it every day because it's people like you who buy my products who support me. So thank you again. Here's my support contact number, contact the support team, the phone number here. Like just thanking like that, because not many websites do that. So they just send an email saying, here's your download link, or here's how you access what you just bought. But have a video of you just thanking your customers for buying. There's not enough of that out there.
So are you the one? I probably would imagine you'd be doing that now. But who's actually setting all this up for you? Because some people, there's a lot of one-man shows out there. I'm a one-man show. Everything that you see that happens here, I'm doing it. I'm the guy tapping the keys all the way through till till my thing takes off where it needs to go, and I can outsource all those tasks. How are you doing that? Are you outsourcing it? Are you doing it yourself?
Yep.
How much
So
of each do you
everything. Yeah, good question. Everything I do is outsourced these days, from video editing, from hire, from graphic design, for web design. I don't do anything. I'm still involved, in the business. I still tell people what to do, but because I still have to have my hand in the business, unless eventually you hire a project manager who knows how your mind, who knows exactly what you want to manage, to run your business for you. But in terms of setting up opt-ins, opt-in pages, sales videos, thank you pages, and all that, I'm still heavily involved in directing people on what to do, where to put links and all that. But because I know I've tested a lot of things, I know what works and what converts better. So it helps to have that experience. But yeah, it definitely does help, because some people might feel a little overwhelmed right now, because I'm saying, do an opt-in video, do a thank you video, do content videos. They might thinking, this sounds like so much work. Yeah. To be honest, it is a lot of work. But you can alleviate the burden of that work by outsourcing to hiring.
And who are you using? Is it someone that you can share, or is it just like someone?
Well, actually, I found someone on Odesk. Like it's easy enough to find and replace people on Odesk. I go to Odesk and I type in web designer needed full time, part time for over the next 6 months, various projects, and this is what I'm paying. And most, don't pay any more than $8 an hour, because you can get it I pay $6 an hour. My website designer, and he's worked for me for 2 years, and he's done a brilliant job. He's really, he's got a great, awesome team, does graphic design and all that. So. You should hire someone to do all this work for you. Don't ever make the mistake that I did and try and build websites. I'm not a website designer, and I built my first website. It was crap. It was the most ugliest thing ever, and it made nothing. It's zero. So, hire people. I always hire people who are better at doing something than me. I never hire someone who's not as good as me. I always hire someone because I can learn from them as well. They're good at what they do. So,
okay. So now you actually speak. You're doing some events around this coming up. What are some of the things that people could get out of the event? What are something you could sort of talk? How you could call it like a product demonstration now of the event? What are people going to get when they go to that?
So if you're an events, or if you want to run your own events, for those people watching this interview, using video in your events helps massively as well, especially selling people to your event. One of the biggest things on your seminar sales page should be a video of you at the top saying, hey everybody, I'm really excited, I'm running an event, it's going to be on XYZ date, and it's going to be in Sydney or Melbourne or wherever you're located, and I'm going to teach you this. I'm going to teach you how to do this. I'm going to teach you, 3 steps to doing this and 7 steps, my 7-step strategy to doing this. You should tell them what you're going to teach them at the seminar, and then say, seats are limited. Sign up now, reserve your place before we sell out. Like they're the essentials if you're going to run an event. They're the essentials you must have on your video, your seminar sales page. Also, video testimonials. There's got to be a couple, at least one video testimonial from somebody who raves about you. If you don't have that yet, that's fine. Just don't put the video testimonials up there. Just put like word testimonials. But having video there where people can actually see other people who have attended your events definitely does help as well. And they're easy enough to get. Run one event and say, hey, and at the event, say, everybody, if you love today's presentation, I'm giving away my free ebook. Okay, you just have to fill out your details, your name and email address here, and give me a video testimonial or video feedback. That's how you word it, feedback. At the back of the room, and I'm happily, send you my ebook, which is valued at $67. I'll give it to you for free for giving that. And that's how you get video testimonials. There's one time we did this in Melbourne, and we had that one day we had over 60 video testimonials from people just raving about the seminar. And it wasn't, you're ethically bribing them to give you a testimonial, but they were really blown away by the seminar. They're just speaking the truth. We don't put words in their mouth. They give you positive, feedback about your seminar and what you teach, and they encourage other people to come. So
then you'll go back and edit, because I'm actually interested in this, because I'm going to be running an event in about 3 months, teaching people all about the whole interview space and all the great stuff that happens when you do that. Then you take those testimonials, go back and re-edit that video to then include those testimonials for the next event that you run. So like each time you do something, it gets bigger and bigger and more improved, and then you get more people because you've done all that stuff. So yeah, you grab those testimonials. So that ebook, what if you don't have an ebook to give away? Just simply ask people to give you a testimonial.
Yeah, just ask it. Just say, if you really enjoyed this, the reason I run these events is to help as many people as I possibly can, and that can only be achieved, by more people who spread the word, and more people are, influenced by, social proof of people come to an event. So if you genuinely like the event, please, give me feedback. I'd really appreciate it. I'll be at the back of the room, and just come up to me, shake my hand, say hello, ask questions, and give us feedback, and I'd appreciate it. And that's all you have to say. If you don't have something to give them, something to ethically bribe them. But yeah.
Okay, so like this is like now for me just a personal question. So I'm just going through cutting up some video, right? For everyone that I interview, I have a conversation after the interview, and I say, what could you just sort of give me a bit of feedback, and what's the value of the interview in what, how do you see it, that it's, why people should do it? So they're kind of my testimonials of experts doing that. So I'm in the middle of cutting all those up to then include into my video. So what's the structure? Do you have like a set structure of how a video should go for advertising your seminar? Like, first thing should be the intro, then this, then that, then a testimonial, then do you have a set system for doing that?
You mean to actually sell a seminar?
Yeah. Let's say, let's be more specific. Yeah, a video to sell a seminar. Do you have like a structure, like a copywriting structure sort of thing, but for your video? You should have your intro, then you should have, this should come up, and then it should say this, and then you put a testimonial, and then you say, a tip 1 that you give away. What's your system?
There is a sequence. The first thing is, your energy as well. Like whenever you make any videos, whether it's for content videos, free videos, product demonstrations, whatever video you're creating, you need to be high energy, because people who watch your videos are always going to. It's like if you see like Tony Robbins or big seminar speakers on stage, their energy is like 9 out of 10 because they know that they're going to be They know that people who watch their events or are watching a seminar are going to be lower energy, like just lower energy than them. So to get the people in the seminar up to 8, they need to be like 9 or 10 energy levels. So when you make videos, be energetic, be enthusiastic about your video. Otherwise, you're just going to, if you're like, hey, everybody come to a seminar, I'm really excited. It's like,
it's going to be awesome.
I'm not going to come to your seminar, It's like, I don't be bored. Yeah. You be genuinely enthusiastic. Hey, everybody, I'm really excited. I'm going to be running an event on this date. There are 30 seats in a room, and I would love for you to come. Here are 3 things you're going to take away from this seminar. You're going to learn this, you're going to learn this, and you're going to learn this. Seats are limited, so do time, a bit of scarcity in there. Seats are limited. The last event, we held, they're sold out, and say that like if you were generally sold out.
Yeah.
Most of my events are sold out. We usually do turn people away at the door. So and that's a bonus as well. If you say that in your video, then say it.
Yeah.
Credibility as well. Include credibility. If you've been in newspapers and TV, like I've been on Today Tonight. I've been in Sydney Morning Herald, Daily Telegraph, MX, GQ magazine, and Triple M. Like we had a range of publicity for our businesses. If you have that behind you, like logos, credibility, been on TV, they're big. You should mention that in your video because it builds trust. It's like, well, that person's been on TV or that person's been in newspapers, then he's, there's somebody. They're somewhat a big deal. So I should pay attention to what they have to say. Someone was talking about this recently about getting credibility. I can share a really good PR tool that I use. That like I've got over $1 million in free publicity to my businesses, and there is a tool out there called sourcebottle.com. Sourcebottle.com.
I'll link that up, guys.
Oh yeah, so so go to that link and just subscribe. Enter your name and email address. They send you email updates pretty much every couple of days, and on there are publicity agents, and also publications like journalists looking for stories. Like recently, I saw a story for baby products. Someone was there from a baby magazine saying, "Hey, everybody, I'm an editor at this big baby magazine. Our readership is like 500,000 people Australia-wide. I'm looking for an expert who knows about babies or someone who has a baby product." Now, if you have a baby product, you sell baby clothes, baby toys, there's nothing stopping you from just you have their email there. Just respond to the email saying, "Hey, I own this baby product, and I'd love to be able to pitch or plug my baby product. And I'm happy to give you samples, testimonials, or I'm happy to give you free content for your magazine." And you get journalists who are actively looking for stories to put in their newspaper, and you just subscribe and you get these emails delivered to your inbox. So Source Bottle is definitely one of what's a really good strategy to getting a good publicity and free publicity.
Okay, so with that one, are you looking for people who are looking for you or what you do, or is it you also go in there and say, "Hey, I'm looking"? Can you post a comment in there? Is that something
you can
to say, "Hey, I do this. I'm looking for that."
Yeah, I know you can advertise there. I'm not too sure, Pete, in terms of saying, "Hey, I'm an importer exporter. Any journalists wanting story, please contact me." I don't think that's there, but I know that you just subscribe your email. Every couple of days you get an email with like 10 requests from 10 journalists in different niches, different industries. One in the baby, one in electronics, someone looking for a plumber, someone looking for a business.
So it's a standard one that goes out to everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. And if it happens to match you go, respond.
Exactly. So it's a good way of getting publicity to your website, getting journalists to know about you. One of my good friends and business colleagues, he does that. He actually hires someone to just subscribe, and a virtual assistant he's paying I don't know how much to, but they just scan the emails every time they come in, and he says, and if it's relevant to what he's offering, then he just says, "Hey, you should look at this. It's relevant. You want me to respond?" And he's got a set response that he sends out, to the publication, to Source Bottle. So he's really automated it.
I'm going on that one too. So, what other links like that have you got, man? The little things that you could do, because they're really cool. So you got the
tools, the techniques, and the strategies.
Yes, man. See, so this is I know you've got like a deep reservoir of all this stuff. You're just sort of giving away some good nuggets. Yeah, have you got a couple more that you can give away? Yeah,
I mean, one that I can give out is, as you know, there's a lot of video channels. There's YouTube, there's Google Video, but they've merged now. There's Vidler, there's Howcast, there's Vimeo. There's probably like 20, 30 different video channels. And if you upload your videos to each channel, you will get you get a ton of traffic. But it's so time consuming to do that. If you have one video to upload to 20 channels, it'll take you, if it takes 10 minutes to upload each one, it'll take you a heck of a long time. All right. So there's a site called oneupload.com. It used to be called TubeMogul. They changed the name. So I think it's oneupload.com. As far as I know, it used to be free. I'm pretty sure it is still free. But if it isn't, this will be a small charge, and it's worth paying. You upload it once to OneUpload, and it sends it off to 20 video directories at one time. So you only upload it once, and it gets sent to 20 video directories. So it saves you a heck of a lot of trouble, and it's just bonus traffic.
Yeah, it's just like putting it up on YouTube. Like you just put it into one spot, and it just spits it out to all these places.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a great tool that I use for a couple of my different businesses. Like I mentioned before, Fiverr, you can hire someone to do videos for you and do content videos for $5 for you, and then they upload it to your channel. There is I suppose a little technique that I did that got me probably an extra 4 million views on my YouTube channel. I don't do it. I still could do it, but I don't do it anymore. But you basically duplicate your if you have good videos, good content videos, maybe like on puppy training, for instance. You train dogs and how to speak and how to roll over. There's nothing stopping you from taking that video and creating a new channel, a totally new YouTube channel, and just uploading that video to the other channel. Now there is something I should mention. Now there is something that YouTube does. It can recognize duplicate videos on channels. So if you have the same video on YouTube, it's smart. They've got billions and billions of hours. Millions and millions of hours of video on YouTube, but they can still recognize if it's a duplicate video up there, right? All you have to do is make the video 10 seconds longer. Just a couple of 5-10 seconds longer, and it's classed as a new video. So you put it up there with new tags, new titles, new descriptions, and it gets classed as a new video. And that got me an extra couple of million views just by doing that. Just creating a couple of different. I don't know how many YouTube channels I have now, because I've just kept duplicating, but it's definitely did help.
So, but as long as you're doing that extension of the video and making it actually different in their eyes,
yes.
I mean, your video could come up, that same video, a number of times in different search engines.
Yes, exactly, and so it's a good technique. It's kind of the gray line of it's borderline of acceptable, not acceptable on YouTube. So that's why I'm kind of like umming and ahhing doing it again. But it's a strategy that still works these days. If you want to get more YouTube views, that does definitely work.
Yeah. So you've got to be careful, because in some of these things, if you go too far, you can get your channels banned. So you want to be
exactly. And I don't
be careful when you're doing this.
I don't want that to happen to you. Anyone watching. This channel. Like, for example, it happened to a good friend of mine. He had one of he was a magician, and he sold an information product on how to do magic, street magic, and his videos have been viewed it was like 12, 13 million times. Like it was huge on YouTube, and I don't know exactly what he did. I didn't think it was that. I think it was just something else, but. For some reason, his whole YouTube channel was just banned. All the videos he had were just deleted, and that traffic tap that he had set up that was giving him fresh leads, fresh visitors to his site every day, was just switched off by YouTube. That's why it's kind of like a gray area. It's not it's not legal to do, but it's just a gray area.
Yeah. So would you say a good way to kind of be is if rather than just relying on duplicating content is just to create a lot of content?
Create as much content as you possibly can, and create good content as well, like really good videos. Like give the best of breed, give as much content as you possibly can, and good information away, because that's what spreads. That's what makes you viral.
So that's a good thing. Let's talk about that. Like, because you know how to make a video go viral, or to the as much as you can control that situation. What are some tips that people can do to kind of encourage that situation?
Exactly. Well, I mean, the first tip is have awesome content. Don't just make videos just for the sake of making videos because it gives you traffic, because that just doesn't work. There's millions of videos on YouTube. It's like websites as well. You could have the prettiest website in the world, and it could make you nothing. But I've seen ugly websites that make millions of dollars every year. It's like 98% of websites online don't make $1. Are very unprofitable. They don't make anything. whereas it's like the 2% are actually making money. So it's the same thing with YouTube videos. There's millions of YouTube videos. Most of those videos have like 1 or 2 views or are viewed by friends or family. They don't go viral. And it's probably because of 2 reasons. One, the video doesn't look good in the thumbnail, so you got to dress it up a little bit. If you're outside, if you're doing gardening videos, go outside on a beautiful sunny day, the green, flowers and all that. Make the thumbnail look really good, and have energy also. Like I said before, have enthusiasm in your videos. Have energy. Give good content out. Give really good content out, and there is a structure to it as well. It's like, hi everybody, welcome to the video. Welcome to my video from gardeningtips.com. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to prune your roses, and I'm also going to show you how to weed without spending hours doing it. I'm also going to reveal what you're going to reveal to them, and then you reveal it to them, and then you tell them what you reveal them. So it's like the whole public speaking thing. You tell them what you're going to tell them, then you tell them what you told them. Yeah. The same thing with videos, because people have short attention spans, so especially on YouTube as well. So start with enthusiasm. Hey everybody, welcome to my video. From if you want to find out more tips, go to www.gardeningtips.com and have the video, your actual URL at the bottom of the video as well. Have it embedded at the bottom of the video, which is quite simple to do. And give really good content out. Keep the video short and sweet, and at the end also mention your website. So you mention your website at the beginning and end. Because some people only watch the video halfway through, right? And they switch off, and they don't even have the chance to hear your website. So that's why you should have it at the beginning and at the end.
Actually mentioned.
Yeah, and should actually have a closing remark, like have a call to action. At the end of the video, you should say something like, if you'd love to see more videos, I get free content, I'm also giving away a free ebook, go to my website, gardeningtips.com. I'll see you there. You could also go an extra mile and go to fiverr.com and get an intro created, like a 3 or 4 second cool intro with music, like dun 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 dun, like things like gardening things flashing up and flowers and all that. I've done a couple of different businesses of mine. It cost me $5. So fiverr.com is definitely good for that. There's heaps of people on Fiverr who are willing to whip up good video intros for your business.
So it sounds like, because I've spoken to a few people about the viral thing, it's kind of very mythical in a lot of respects. But really it's about the great content. Because I was talking to, I was interviewing a guy called David Siteman-Garland a while ago, who he interviewed Tim Ferriss, and they were talking about, I think it was on that interview. And anyway, Tim was talking about, people say he's such a great marketer. Oh, he's such great at marketing, video marketing. But he said, I'm not really. I really just spend 90% of my time making awesome material for people, and the other 10% is just sort of putting it out there. So that's why his stuff originally, way back before he was the 4-hour workweek guy, that's kind of what he did.
And Tim Ferriss is very good at researching what people want. So he gives you what you want, and that's what helps with makes video goes viral. Is if it's answering a question on the mind of the consumer or somebody watching the video. If they've got a question and your video answers it, they'll watch your video and they'll share it with their friends and family. So Tim Ferriss is great at finding out. Like I know he researched even before his book, figuring out even a book title. He went on Google AdWords and did AdWords to test which book titles get the most views. The 4-hour workweek, and then he had a couple other different book titles as well. But the 4-hour workweek got the best response. So he's very good at researching, and that's also something that I would advise your people watching this interview do, and that is research. Use tools like Google Analytics, which is a free tool, and Google the Google's keyword selector tool, which is free, to find out what people are actually searching for. So if you type in puppy training, right, for example, you'll find that people might not be they will be searching for the keyword puppy training, but then something that might be searched for more is puppy training course or buy puppy training course or something like that. So have those keywords in your keywords on your title of the video as well, because they will come up on YouTube as well. So be a little bit adventurous with your keyword. Don't just name it, video number 1, how to train your dog. Be little. The more details you add to it, the more it will come up in the search engines.
Because it's kind of there's a thing that happens too. You kind of get a feel for when you start creating titles. I don't know if you kind of get this, that you can sort of look at it and go, yeah, that's a good one. That's going to get found. When you sort of get in the habit of knowing what people are searching for, and when you positioning keywords, like you say, dog training, but you could have keywords before that and after that, but it just reads like a nice sentence that someone will be interested in, but it's actually kind of keyword loaded without being spammy and weird. Yeah. So how do you come up with great titles? Like what are some?
Well, I research, and it's like you just said, Pete. It's a lot of it's just having an awesome, having a title that draws people in. Like, for example, one of my good friends is a copywriter. He wrote for this business that sold it's like for athlete's foot. Okay, it's he's trying to sell a cream, and he tested all these different things like soothe your athlete's foot, and the best converting title was itchy feet ? Read this now. That was the best title out of them all. So it was surprising. Yeah. So if you were going to make videos on, if you have like a formula for itchy feet, or maybe you're teaching people how to overcome athlete's foot or whatever, right? The title itchy feet, that's the question. That's what people are thinking. We've got athlete's foot. It's itchy feet ? Yeah, I've got itchy feet. I'm going to watch that video. So, so have a title that draws people in, but also research what people are typing in. So, and include that in the tags. And as far as I'm concerned, there is no limit to the keywords you can add to YouTube videos. Like, I've seen YouTube videos they've got like 100 packed with 100 different keywords.
You mean with that when you put it in the tags?
Yeah. Yep. You can add as many keywords as you possibly can. As far as I'm concerned, like right now, you can do that.
Yep.
As also for the description tool as well, you can put keywords in the description as well as in the tag section as well. So you can.
What's your philosophy on that? Because I guess there's two camps. There's like be very strategic. I sometimes only have like 6, and it's totally related to the one thing. So the only people that are going to find this are the people that are looking for it, as opposed to having lots and lots and lots.
Oh, I only put relevant keywords in it.
Say it again.
No, that's a good point. I only put relevant keywords. Like I wouldn't put just random stuff in. Like Paris Hilton video, or I wouldn't put that in my video just to get views. Everything is relevant to what the video is about. But I try and include as many keywords as I possibly can that's relevant. So puppy training, if I had a video on puppy training, it would be puppy training, dog training, how to train your dog training tips, a dog training strategy, buy puppy training course, buy a dog training course, and it just go on. And they're just a couple of keywords, but I would just keep trying to add as many. I'll sit there for like 10 minutes trying to think all these keywords I can add, and basically I would every time I make a video on puppy training, I would just copy and paste those same keywords and just add it to my new video, so I don't even have to think next time I make videos. So just the same keywords every video.
So that's the main. I just sort of unpack everything you've kind of just said then into a bit like a formula. Is make it. It's got to be relevant. It's got to research the best keyword. Put that keyword in a title that draws people's attention, like that itchy feet thing that you said there, and just totally great content once they actually click on the thing to watch it. So that's kind of like a 4-step formula almost there if you go back and write it down. Exactly.
And one thing I should mention, Pete, which I forgot to mention, is always have your website in the description bar as well, because that's a link, another link from a YouTube site to your website. So have it in your video in a title, like at the bottom of your video, and also have it in your description link, because people just click that link and they go immediately to your website. So definitely have that. And I see videos these days, even some of the really popular ones, they don't even have any links or any call to action at the end. It's like, if you'd like to, I hope you enjoyed my gardening tips video. See you later. It's like, what's going on? Like if you spend all that time making the video, editing the video, uploading the video, tagging and titling the video, don't you want people to go to your website and buy your ebook on gardening? Of course you do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've seen that one too. And another thing too is to have it at the very first thing in your description is the link, because when you jump onto YouTube, the description is buried. So if it's at the bottom of that, it's going to be, they have to do another click to show more. Exactly. So just having it at the top there. And another thing I've found is the URL of your website, if it's going to a relevant page, if it's got the same keyword in that URL, that's Google's actually picking that up to place your videos as well. So it's another spot where you have your keyword is in the URL. There was something I wanted to ask you about just a second ago. It was going to come to me. It was about something that you've said about doing the videos. Don't worry, it'll come back. So you're doing those videos. You're teaching people about those videos. Can you tell us a bit about the event that you actually put on? Like what happens in the room?
Sure. So I should let you know. So we've got an event coming up now. The website's webvideopros.com. So we teach people how to use video in their marketing to get more customers, more leads, more traffic to your website. So we're going to be running events on that. There's an event upcoming. We've also got a free video course as well. So you get 4 free videos if you just go to webvideopros.com, where I basically teach what I've just taught Pete and your subscribers, Pete, as well. So, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good traffic strategy, Pete, to use videos, and also it's a great conversion as well. Great conversion strategy, because there's not many people, not many websites these days that still don't have video on their website. They just don't do it. You know, and it's bizarre. It's like, you know, Google is the #1 search engine. Do you know what the #2 search engine is?
What is it?
YouTube. People will go to YouTube. It's a #2 search engine. It's like, I wish I can give you a statistic, but it's like, I think it's like 18 million searches or something a day on Google. Like YouTube is like #2, and it's like not far behind that. Like people search like crazy on YouTube these days. They want to watch videos on it.
Yeah.
It's like for me upstairs, I'm talking to you right now on my iPad. So when I'm cooking, and I love to cook, I got my partner, and she's at work right now, but I love cooking. So when I want a recipe, I don't like go to recipe.com. I actually go to YouTube and I type in what I want to cook. And if I'm trying to cook lasagna or something, I'll watch a video on someone preparing lasagna. So it's a good search engine. If you're not taking advantage of it, then you're missing out. I think you are missing out. And a lot of businesses can use video. Some businesses might think, oh, well, how can I use video in my business? There might be an electrician, for example, and have a bricks and mortar service business where they go around and do electrical work. They might think, people aren't going to watch videos on electricity. That's BS. They do. They do. If you make videos, say, hey, everybody, it's Mike here from Mike'sElectrical.com. We arrive on time. The great thing about us is we do our work. We get the work done as soon as possible. Our fees, are very reasonable, very fair, and we clean up afterwards. Give us a call right now. Like, that's awesome. Having a video like that on your website converts. I bought this office chair. This office chair I'm sitting on now. This is probably one of the most expensive office chairs I've ever bought. It cost me about $350, right? When I wasn't going to buy, I've never spent $100 over on an office chair before. But this one, the site I went to, had a video on it. And it was just some dude for 20 seconds sitting on his chair, swiveling like this. And he spun it around and goes, this is the new office chair, serial number X214. It has it's a leather interior, exterior here, and it's comfortable. It reclines back at 90 degrees, reclines forward, and has a gas lift function. And he described this chair to me, and as he was describing it to me, the more he described it to me, the more I wanted to buy it. And I was like, this is great. So it doesn't matter if you have an office chair business, if you sell a service like electricians or plumbers, you can, you should be using video in your business. Definitely.
So, and just a point too, that what you're saying there is they're thinking, we couldn't possibly do that. If you're thinking that, your competitors might be thinking that, but the one that says, hey, you know what, I'm going to do this video thing, they're going to be the ones whose videos are getting watched, not yours.
That's right. They're the ones going to go, hey, let's give this a try, and they're the ones that exactly. People are going to watch those videos. That's right.
So first in, best dressed.
That's right. That's exactly. And the great thing about it is the more views you have. So YouTube's like one big social plugin. Like the more YouTube views,
you just reminded me of what I was going to ask you before. So now keep going. Yeah.
Okay. The more it gets pushed up to the top. So originally you make a video, there'll be 1 or 2 views, right? Which isn't much. But if you use WikiHow, you use promoted videos, and there's a couple of other strategies, but I explain more at my website.
Yeah.
If you use those strategies, you'll get more and more people watching videos, and as you do that, your videos will just slowly get to the top, and eventually you'll start getting free traffic. So
And if you get in early too, you got the most views before everyone else, so everyone's going to watch the one with the most views. And
exactly.
So it's kind of like the more views you get, the more views you'll get.
The more credibility you have, yeah. But I mean, that's true. That's true, Pete. Yeah. And like whenever I watch a new video, I look at the amount of views it has. If it only has like 20 views, I'm like, well, it can't be that good. It's not being shared. But in saying that, some people might think, oh well, I've missed the boat. In my niche, it's very competitive, and there's already a ton of videos out there. In saying that, that's not particularly true, because a lot of your competitors aren't doing what we've talked about on this interview. They're not doing that, and some of the videos might be crap. So if you make better videos, you got a cool intro, maybe getting other people to do your videos. If they're good videos and you got a call to action to your website, then you eventually start getting more views and more traffic to your YouTube channel and your website. So you can still jump on the boat and still make awesome videos that go viral.
There's always a gap in there. Now, the question I was going to ask before that I kind of forgot about. What about the social bookmarking sites and linking your videos to there? Do you do any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah,
when you make
exactly.
videos?
So, I use Facebook. I don't use Twitter. I hired actually someone recently, a Twitter expert. Within a couple of hours, you already had like 800 followers to my Twitter channel. And the thing is, I don't have the time to post something every day.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand. It's just it's just above me. I don't understand. So I hired him to do it. So whenever you release a video, there actually are sites that whenever you release a video and post a video on YouTube, you can actually link YouTube to Google One Plus or Google Plus, Facebook, and it gets posted automatically to your Facebook page. You could probably do it for Twitter as well. I'm not too sure how, but there are sites out there if you look into bookmarking sites. Whenever you make a video and you put it on your website, you should actually have the Facebook social plugin. It's free to do, where people could just like the page and it gets shared among their friends. That just gives your friends, it gets posted to their profile and it gets them watching the video as well. So you should be using that. But to answer your question, Pete, yeah, I've just started jumping onto this, the whole Twitter and Facebook thing. I hear great stories about it, and I hear it is successful for a lot of people. Because I've just jumped on this, though, I haven't actually seen many results from it yet.
Yeah. It's still in testing phase.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, so I'm actually straight after this interview, I'm actually interviewing a guy who's really good at doing the Facebook thing and fan pages and that sort of stuff. So you watch that interview, guys, as well when that comes up, because that's the Facebook thing in a nutshell. Well, listen, Matt, could you tell us where to send people to come and find out more about you and how they can get onto that seminar?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So
seminar.
The website is www.webvideopros.com, and it's basically it's 4 free videos on how to use video marketing. So I reveal a lot more what I revealed in this interview. I would have revealed it, Pete, obviously, but
no, man. I want just enough so people get a real good taste, learn some things, and then we can send them to go get more. So that's all good. I'm glad you shared a lot.
Well, thank you. So we give away 4 free videos, absolutely free. We're going to have seminars upcoming later this year and of next year as well. But they're awesome videos. We show you how to get your videos viral. I'll give you a lot more tips on how to do that, how to outsource a lot of your video efforts. You don't have to be in your videos, and how to get everyone doing all the work for you. Not just Fiverr, but heaps of other sites out there as well. And but generally how to get more traffic to your videos as well. So I teach all that at the website. So go there. Feel free to contact us anytime you want. Hopefully your subscribers, Pete, have got great value out of this. I hope they do go on and start making videos for their business.
Yeah, no, I reckon they will, man. And I got a ton of value out of it too. And I'm going to go follow some of those links and start posting my videos in some of the places that you said. Well, Alex, man, it's been awesome having you on. You've been an excellent guest. You've revealed so much stuff. And so, guys, there's going to be links down here, a lot of the stuff that he said. So search the links, search the show notes, and get in touch with Alex when it comes to video. He's a legend. I tagged you. I don't know if this will hold up. The video marketing Maverick. I don't know.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, I'm going to be calling you the video marketing Maverick on my site. All right, man. You make it a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Pete.